There's we've been accused of having a perfect marriage over the years, and we were talking about that this morning. That there's no such thing as a perfect marriage or a perfect couple, even perfect people. And I've made my share of mistakes over the years, and Joyce has been very patient and kind and loving, and kind of bearing with me over the years, and she has done the same. I've done it for her, and that's something that we've just had to work at.
I was wondering where you were going to go with that. It's true.
Anyway, we've got some open it
thing going on right here.
open it. If y'all had some questions, briefly, because I know we can't stay on here forever, but about marriage, and one thing I do know, that if there's two people that want to work at a marriage, that marriage will succeed. If both of them are pulling in the same direction, I believe fully that marriage will succeed.
Okay, Colleen said, "I'm so glad y'all know y'all are live now. We can barely hear you though." Okay, lean forward. We might have to talk louder. Colleen, can y'all hear us better now? Can you hear us? Are we louder now? Okay, Annie says she can't hear either. Denise said we can't hear you, so y'all figured out the line. Yeah, we're trying. Oh, because the speaker's on the bottom. Can y'all hear us better now? You're too far away. Oh, that's better. Okay, how about that? Can y'all hear us better now? Because now we sort of feel like we're kind of crunched in. Okay, so hopefully y'all can hear us better now.
So anyway, what I was saying is that there's no such thing as a perfect marriage.
Oh, that's the timer. Oh, wait. Okay, so we're figuring this live out, and we're figuring this out live. So I put Sarah's egg muffins in for breakfast. Okay, they still can't hear us. Okay, can y'all hear us now? Okay, no, you hold it all day. We don't have a perfect marriage. I should be turning off the oven because he doesn't realize that you got to check to make sure the eggs are actually done. Just don't open the oven door. Don't open the oven door. We'll see if they're really done. We might be eating raw eggs for breakfast. Okay. It'll stop in. Oh, he didn't turn the timer off. Okay, go to timer. No, go to timer. There you go. Did you hit off on the timer? Okay, otherwise it'll just keep beeping. Okay,
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Okay, see. Okay. Barely. Okay, so we're hoping y'all can really hear us. We're really sorry, but we're going to get better at this, and we're going to figure out how to do this. Okay, Michael Alexander, hear you better now. Awesome. Okay.
Okay, move on. So
perfect
there's no such thing as a perfect marriage, because there's no such thing as perfect people. There was one perfect person. His name was Jesus Christ, and they put him on a cross. So in marriage, we learn how to bear with one another. We learn how to encourage each other when we're down. There's been a lot of times that I've been down, and Joyce has been able to hold me up, and vice versa.
True.
And I think that's really important for us to understand is there's not going to be a perfect marriage. There's not going to be, every day's not a perfect day. So anyway,
That's
you want to
true.
add something to that?
Yes. So, a big part of being in a marriage at all is just choosing to love that person. No matter what happens, we are like super different. So years ago, when we had the huge Myers-Briggs personality test, we were like total opposites. So as opposite as you can get, if you know anything about the Myers-Briggs, we were complete polar opposites, which is okay. Kind of makes it kind of interesting. But last night was a really good example. We're dog sitting our little grand dog, Hereford, and Hereford's used to sleeping on the bed with his mom. And Jess didn't want the dog on the bed, but I wanted the dog on the bed, and so the dog spent half the night on the bed, and then just went and got the cushion, and we made the dog a bed right beside on my side of the bed. So that so you just got to choose to love somebody sometimes, and that's like the main thing. If you can just decide, this is Well, I started saying this is a life sentence. It's a life sentence. But that kind of sounds like
That's
prison.
That's not right.
We don't want to sound like prison.
No.
It's not prison because it's like really great. But
I
anyway.
think one of the big things that I had to learn is that you can disagree with somebody, you can disagree with your wife or your husband, and still be in love with that person, and understand that if they disagree with you, they can still be in love with you. That's not a problem. I think it's important that you guys decide to, when you make a decision as a family, that you both agree on it. I think that's very important, and that you both, especially when it comes to the kids, that you both support that decision and move forward in that, even if one person doesn't agree with it or whatever. You know, our life is give and take. There's times that we submit to one another, and there's times that we lead one another. And I think the dynamic of marriage is so big that learning how to do those things is really important. But it also teaches us about God, teaches us about each other, and I can with absolute confidence say that as I have been married for 20-something years, I still feel like I'm in my first year of marriage. Not that I haven't got it right yet or anything like that, but I'm just in love. Every year, I grow more in love with my wife.
That's true.
And sometimes I've had to choose that love, and sometimes it's just simply a feeling.
I've had to choose the love. It's been like super easy for Jess. For him, it's been a cakewalk. For me, it's been a little difficult occasionally. I'm just teasing.
So anyway, we kind of wanted to do this to open up and see if anybody had any questions.
Yep, questions, and that y'all just know that we're just here. So yeah, last night I almost deleted that, and one of our kids, actually our child that is about well into his law school career, he's got 4 semesters left at law school, sent us a message and said, yeah, you should probably delete that one from last night, but we've just decided to leave it up for now. So we were just kind of learning how to figure this whole thing out. But I don't know if our thing is working anymore. Hi, Nathan. Good morning. This is kind of cool. We can like talk to. It's like the Jetsons. It's like the Jetsons. This is awesome. Okay, so yeah, I don't think there's anything else really we could add to this now because this is our first Facebook Live post, and but they're gonna get better, and we're gonna and any if y'all ever have a question, we're using Jess's Facebook. We'll share it to my profile because I don't have near as many friends as Jess has, so we're gonna do that. So if we're not experts, but we have traveled a pretty rocky road.
Yeah,
and that's
sure.
True. We've traveled a really rocky road.
We've seen a lot of things and experienced a lot of things, had to counsel through a lot of things, and even needed counsel ourselves. So there's nothing, don't ever be embarrassed to ask for help. I think that's foolishness that the enemy gets us in that ends up in bad places for our marriage. We should always be willing to ask for help in our relationships,
for sure.
and be willing to be wrong. I think pride keeps us from those things, but be willing to be wrong and to move forward. Choose to love.
That's right.
Choose to love.
That's right. Just choose to love each other. Choose to love each other today. So this morning, here's a really good thing. This morning, Jess made the coffee, and I made the eggs. Okay, did we lose it?
I think so.
Maybe not.
Came back. Anyway,
okay.
I made the coffee.
Jess made the coffee. I made the eggs. Somebody make coffee for the person you love this morning.
Somebody make eggs for the person you love. Y'all take care. Hope your day is good.
And we'll be on later. Y'all send us a message if there's anything you want us to talk about, and we'll do it. And we'll share our secret for how to fight. Love you guys. Wish you were here so we could hug you and feed you. Love
Bye.
y'all. Okay, you have to push the finish button because I can't reach it.